How you guys doing? Randy Richard in the shop. So I've been working on camera mounts, and that's what this video is about, is the camera mount system I came up with for here in the shop, of course. Kind of a fixed system, not really a portable system, but things came out good. This is one of the ends. I still need to get another paint stick, but I got one. I mean, they're the mounting part. All the parts are done. So let me show you that. Show you some of the making of it and how I installed it and where I installed things in the shop. Some of the video was actually shot making the second mount with the first mount. So we'll see how that came out and how much better it is, and some of the angles I can get I think are a lot better, close-ups and things like that, being on the lathe in the mill. So they should really come out good. Should come out good. Hope to get a new Handycam type camera. A lot of guys like the Sony ones, it looks like. So I'm gonna be see what I could do there and come up with something that with one of those. So thanks a lot, you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and enjoy the camera mount video. Thanks. Here's the camera mounts, all done. I made, like I said, I made two full mounts. I was going to do just one, but once I got going, I go, I probably should just make two. I was just going to move them around. The only difference between them is this one I was able to make these a little thinner, and I had made these ones thicker each piece. So the little bit smaller, the same diameter, both 2 3/4 in diameter. I'm going to take the one apart and show you everything. This has the rod in it. Now this mounts, I'll show you this also, it mounts on a piece of 3/4 pipe that I have 2 of them now mounted in the shop. And this piece here just press fits on to the end. Press fits onto the end over the threaded part and stuff that you know, where you'd hook a roller and stuff. This is a paint extension rod. You just give it a 1/4 turn and pull it out and lock it. But this fits nice and snug, and I mean real snug. And then I put on these tripod ends. They loosen, they swivel, and a ball joint camera mount. I've had these little camera mount things for a long time. I mean, like 35 years. I've used them on various other camera mount things, and now they got repurposed for this mount project. 2 3/4 diameter black Delrin. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to chuck this up in here and face it off, flip it over, face it off, so then so the ends are square with the outside diameter. And I have another piece. We'll do the same. While we have it in there, we'll put the 3/8 hole through the center. Faced off, really nice. Delrin's very nice to work with. So I got one of the pieces in here. I'm going to edge find the center this way on the y-axis and on the x-axis. I'm going to do all the way around so I know right where the center is. Then I'll offset by the amounts on the drawing and we'll bore a hole. Just going to use an edge finder and then mark it on the DRO. So I have 0 now on the center. I'll just put it, and we'll just put it right there on that. At the table. Now you gotta get down to the halfway, you know, to get the tangent there. Okay. All right, I have the this 5/8 end mill positioned over where the hole will be. I'm going to go down here and make a flat. Then I'm going to drill this hole out, and then I'm going to bore it out to the 1.007 diameter. Alright. The center cutting end mill, that actually is working well. I'm just going to go all the way down with it here. It's actually working pretty good. I drilled better than I thought I was going to drill, so I won't have to drill it. So now we should be able to bore this without a problem because of this cutting edge width and stuff on there. So this is my small boring head. It takes 1/2 inch tooling and has a R8 spindle on it. So it is, 2 inch roughly. Not in there. Just like that, right? Bad point about this, it takes 3 different size Allen wrenches. It's kind of ridiculous. You know, this is one of those Chinese brazed carbide ones. They're really pretty bad. I have a set of these. I just kind of use them here and there, but this cutting edge is usually not on the center line, so they don't always do the best job, and they hit in the back because of that sometimes. So yeah, but they'll work for this. I had to clean this up. These are really, really soft. Yeah, material wise, they're not very good. Either make your own, make good ones, or buy good ones. These, yeah, that's all I can say. Anyway, there, we'll get that in there tight. Try to get that cutting edge with the axis, and looks pretty good. So this is how I'm going to set my boring bar up. I've positioned the center of my boring bar, or the head, over the edge of the fixed jaw. I set this as my absolute 0 reference on the DRO. So I move back till that's centered over that. Now, the cutting edge is not in the middle of the tool, is it? It's offset. So if you just lowered it right down, even with this perfectly centered in the head, it would still cut a circle. So what we're going to do is I calculated how far back from the edge is half of the diameter that I want to set the boring bar to. So I'm going to come back halfway. I'm going to lower this down and extend this out till it just touches the back jaw. Okay. All right, what I'll probably do is leave it a few thousandths shy. So the first one is going to be 1 inch and 7 thousandths finished bore. So I'll set it for 1 inch. So we'll come back a half an inch, and we'll set that. So I'm moving the jaw away from this a half an inch. That's so I'm doing it that direction so you'll be able to see it. And we'll lower it down. And we're going to turn around until, see, right now it's missing it. And we're just going to bring it over. Come out here, the edge there. And till we're just touching right about there. It's just a quick, easy way to set it, to get it close. We should be able to bore that. See, we should be able to bore that from one cutting. That's the idea. Maybe not. Now, I might have to do this in a couple. Actually, I'm gonna drill a hole. All right, I'm going to set this right so it's close to what the right diameter should be. So now these are really kind of without taking a test cut, measuring the hole, and then you can adjust it. You can run it down and make a circle on something. So the back face of my back jaw, fixed jaw, is absolute 0. So in absolute mode, I'm going to set it for 1/2 inch away, which will make the hole, should make the hole a little bit on the small side. There we go. And now I'm going to bring this down and adjust it till the cutting edge just touches just touches the back jaw, right? Back it off a little bit, bring it down. in this spot here. Now I could take a piece of paper, but the reflection off the jaw there, now there's a little bit of play obviously in that. I'll tighten it up a little bit. I can see it down in there whether it's going to be touching or not. There. So that's going to be close. Tighten it up. Okay. So that's set for close to the right diameter. Save us a little bit of time. Then we'll recenter up. Drop the table down. Okay, centered up, board hits tight. We're just gonna see what we can do here. Let's go feed it by hand. Pretty good chunk, but shell rinse, so yeah, we should be able to go right through here. Once we get past that interrupted cut, it'll be much easier. There we go. Let's see if I can get some kind of measurement on it. Okay, we'll get a measurement here. I don't usually use calipers on too many things. This has just got to fit good on a pipe. But this is just a rough bore anyway, so we're going to see what we can get here. So we're 7 thousandths under 1 inch. Here, we'll even snap gauge it just to see. So we're at 993. Yeah, 996 here. So we're under a little bit, and that's good, and that'll give us enough to do a cleanup pass. Breaking through. Can't see how deep I am on the boring bar. go. Down to the wood. That's what we were looking for. Just to touch that wood in there. Okay. We'll measure that and adjust it. So we're at 996 still. So 4 and 7 is 11. So we need to about 5.5 thousandths. We need to change the head. We're 1008. Just so we're one over, and we'll call it good. So that's it for this, really. Then I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half, and that will be our two pieces to squeeze around the piece of pipe. Here, just to show you real quick, here it's at the bottom coming out, and I was using a sandpaper between the piece and the jaws just to give it a little extra grip down in here so it couldn't spin on me. Somebody has suggested that, I can't remember who, in that using the plastics and stuff, using the sandpaper down in here, or emery paper in this case, and it gives a little plastics a little extra grip. They're very slippery, especially when I'm off center, wanting to turn. So that worked extremely well. Okay, now I'll do the other one and get back to you. Okay, we're gonna cut one of these in half, or try to. Bandsawed out two rough circles, 2 3/4. They're scribed on this side. I bolted them to a piece of 3/8 threaded rod, which I just cut a old bolt, the head off of a bolt. 2 nuts and clamped them together here. They're 90,006. We're thick. We're going to just turn them down so they're nice big washers, and then we'll figure out where we need to cut them. So I have about 70 thousandths in the diameter to remove. So about 35 on the dial. I'm looking about 2,740 is what I'm looking for. Oh, I hit it. Well, I did okay. 2,740. That should do it. I'll just kind of chamfer those edges a little on those outside edges real quick. That'll be good. There we go. With the sharp edge there, we'll just deburr that, and we're going to be cutting off almost half, a little less than half of it to fit in there. So should work. We'll drop it. Okay, that's the swivel joint so far. Delrin with the aluminum spacers in there.